Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Taylor. Thank you so much for stopping by. Today's video is going to be all about what I spent 1 month living in London. This is a follow-up to a previous video that I did before, which was what I spent in 1 week in London. Be sure to watch that video too. I'm gonna link it up there. So basically, I wrote down everything that I spent during the month of July. So without further ado, I'm gonna go through it so you can kind of get an idea of what you're spending daily. So on July 1st, my mom was in town. I went to Wimbledon. We queued up, so you can watch the video of us queuing up there. And we spent £25 each to get inside of Wimbledon. And then I bought myself a Wimbledon hat for £16. And then £3 for transportation back and forth. On July 6th, I spent £5.30 on transportation, $5.70 at Sainsbury's buying like grocery bits, and $15.35 on dinner. On July 3rd, I spent $2.40 on the tube, $8.50 at lunch at Camden Market, and $16.50 at dinner at Radio Al's, which is a little bit of a pizza joint. On July 4th, I spent £8 at Poundland just to get birthday decorations and all that crap. And then I spent about £7 at Superdrug and £7 at Sainsbury's. July 5th, I spent £74.10, which is so much, at Sainsbury's. Being an adult means you have to pay for your own birthday celebration. I didn't realize that until this year. July 6th, I went and I purchased a speaker for my phone at Argos for £15, and then I had to go back to Poundland for some ping pong balls to play beer pong with for £1. July 7th, I got a $10.85 Deliveroo order. I don't remember what I ordered, so it probably wasn't that great. It was probably Chipotle. I tend to order food when I have no desire to cook, but I try to keep that a minimum because it can get expensive. July 8th, I purchased a £40 unlimited 20-day yoga pass at Union Station Yoga, so that's a really great deal. I spent $1.50 on the bus, £5 on food for the day, and then I got a manicure for $23.80 at London Grace. On July 9th, I just spent money on travel, so I spent $6.80 on the tube. On July 10th, I bought myself some lunch at Marks & Spencer's for $3.74. It was $10.80 for the tube, and then £82 for drinks at Secret Cinema, which seems ridiculous now that I think about it. We had 2 bottles of wine and 2 rounds of drinks, so that's a lot of alcohol, and I'm not too happy about that purchase. It's probably my biggest purchase of the month. On July 11th, I spent £6.30 on the tube/bus for the day, and then I had drinks with some friends, and I spent $12.75 on a pint of beer, half a pizza, half a salad, and that was at White Cross Tap in Clerkenwell. And then July 12th, I spent $6.78 on some crystals, which might sound a little bit odd, but I just did this course and about attracting abundance, so I brought some crystals to put on my desk. I spent $6.80 on the tube, and then I went to White City House with my friend and spent $9.50 on a drink. Afterwards, I went to Sainsbury's where I spent $10.48 for 4 meals. So I meal plan, which is a great way to save money. So for me, 4 meals cost less than £11. And then on July 13th, I spent £20 on my phone bill, $4.80 on the tube, $18.75 on drinks, and $12.90 on Five Guys because you gotta treat yourself sometimes. July 14th, I spent £3 on the bus. July 15th, I spent $2.85 at Starbucks, £45 at a supper club at Soho House that I went to with my friend. I spent $15.75 on the wine there and $1.70 on the tube. On July 16th, I spent $10.50 on transportation, so tube/bus, £1 on super glue because you gotta have those random purchases, 60p on sparkling water, and £20 on a dry shampoo from Aveda. And on July 17th, I spent $1.50 on the bus, $10.75 for a picnic lunch. July 18th, I spent £15 at Sainsbury's, again for another 4 meals and some snacks. July 19th, all I did was spend $10.20 on transportation. July 20th was $1.50 on the bus and $3.75 for Sainsbury's, and I bet you I had a meal deal. July 21st, we went to the movies to see The Lion King, so I spent $15.50. My boyfriend and I take turns buying tickets for that. I spent $3.50 on movie snacks and $12.90 on dinner. On July 22nd, I took the train to IKEA to scout out some furniture for my upcoming move, and I spent $8.60 on the round trip train ride to IKEA out in Croydon. I spent $8.70 on a pad thai lunch, which was absolutely delicious. Probably the best Thai food that I've had in London, and that was at Box Park in Croydon. And then I spent £40 at number 32, and that was half off and split with my boyfriend. So we have a special card that gets us discounts, which is a great way to save money in the city. July 23rd was $1.50 on a bus and $3.80 at a Sainsbury's, which was also probably a meal deal. On July 24th, I spent £6.30 on the tube, £12.66 at lunch at El Pastor in Coldrops Yard with my friend Jody. And then I went and I worked in the Hoxton because they have air conditioning. So I spent £3 on a Coke, which I think is okay to pay for air conditioning. I spent $403.16 on rent for August because our lease doesn't go all the way to the end of August. Our rent had been prorated, so that's how much I spent on rent for the month of August. July 25th, I spent $4.45 at Sainsbury's for both lunch and dinner. July 26th was just $1.50 on the bus and $6.15 at M&S for snacks for the train ride to Windsor. July 27th was £12.24 and I ate at Bill's in Windsor. And then I spent $1.50 on the bus and £3.25 on dinner. So again, I probably got a meal deal. July 28th was $4.50 on the Overground and then $12.20 for beers at Frank's. Also $9.60 for beers at Frank's and $16.40 for brunch at Frank's. Spent £18 at dinner at number 32. Obviously a little bit of a regular there because it is a lot cheaper for me to go there if I want to have a nice meal out. July 29th, I spent nothing. And July 30th, I spent $1.50 on the bus, $10.75 at Tesco for 4 meals again, $66 for my bills for August. And then July 31st, I spent $4.80 for the tube. So I think that reasonably most days I was only spending money on transportation, but I'm gonna add it up now and tell you exactly how much I've spent in the last month. So after doing my math, I came to the conclusion that I spent £1,339.74 in the month of July. But if you take rent and bills out of that, then I only spent £870.58, which comes down to about £217-ish a week. So I'm really okay with that amount. Obviously, some days are more expensive than others. There were definitely a few like ridiculous spendings in there as like Secret Cinema and my birthday. So of course there's gonna be like certain outliers during each month when you live here. But yeah, I would say that if you wanna do the things that you wanna do, I would budget for about £200 to £300 a week in order to pay for transportation, go out for drinks and dinner with your friends, and even cook at home. Of course, the number could be lower depending on your lifestyle or higher if you like to eat out a lot more and order takeaway and all that. But that is it for today. I hope that this was helpful for you in budgeting for a month in London. As always, if you like what you saw, please give the video a thumbs up, hit the subscribe button, and leave a comment. Stay tuned for more videos coming your way on Wednesdays and Sundays. Bye!